David Baptiste, you're a bold and talented actor, and you play dad. Are you a parent?
No, I'm not a parent in real life.
You play it really beautifully and honest.
Thank you.
Tell me about stepping into that role.
I play the role of Hector, the father of Olivia in Inheriting Hood, and I think he's an ex-gang member who is rehabilitated his life, and he sees some of the struggles that are going on with his daughter in her teenage life that he can relate to, but he's also like the wise disciplinary that every child needs in their life growing up in those kind of environments, I think.
Yeah. And I think also in every environment as well, we need a father that's really looking out for us like that.
Of course, everyone needs guidance.
Yeah. Now, there's this one scene after the fight in the car when you're driving back. Tell me about that scene because you're both in the car and that dynamic, there's so much tension. But even after you get out of the car, what was it like filming those two scenes?
I think as the father, Hector, in that moment, you know, he's torn because he loves his daughter, but he's also disappointed. So it's like a mix of emotions. You know, sometimes if your parents don't care, they wouldn't discipline you. They care about you, and that's why they discipline you. So I kind of see it like that was the reason for the anger and the rage. But then he realizes she's a little girl, so he doesn't manhandle her, you know. But yeah, that's kind of that moment when they're getting out the truck. Yeah.
That was intense to see it from a viewer's perspective. It was scary. I thought it was going to get a little bit more physical.
Yeah.
What about Leticia? She plays mom.
She plays mom. Yes.
What was that dynamic like?
She was cool. She was cool to work with. You know, just joke around on set. That's fun. I don't think. Oh, we had the dinner scene together with some dialogue, and yeah, it was interesting. Both my castmates and the wife and the daughter. It was fun to play with them. Yeah.
What about working with Katrina on this project? What was that dynamic like with her, and what do you take away from it?
Working with Katrina was excellent. It was very professional, and and that's why I decided to work with Katrina too, because I'm a professional, and whenever I can see someone has that same respect for the business of telling stories, then those are the type of people that I want to work with.
Absolutely. What about fun moments? I mean, with such a heavy project, one needs humor. So, was there humor involved, maybe in between takes?
Definitely, yeah. I know. I don't remember what, but I would joke around with Leticia and Gloria a little bit, you know, just to liven up the mood so that we all feel more comfortable when we're doing our scenes together. You know, when you're working together, like for me, creating stories and acting is like it's like my religion, you know. So when I'm in when I'm in the presence of other artists, you know, it's with your people, you know.
Exactly. It's even if you're not trying to become family, at least for that time, you are a family.
And make it a good time.
Yeah. How does David Baptiste prepare for a role?
It depends. First thing I do is I read the script. I make highlights of all the pages that my characters mentioned in every section, and then I write down notes, and then I try to think of a little bit of a backstory and figure out the character's intention and their point of view and why they would feel this way, regardless of the scene, if it's small or bigger. You know, obviously, if the project's bigger, then you can create a full bio and get real intricate. But yeah, that's just kind of what I do. Just I like to rehearse a lot. I think if you get it on its feet and you rehearse with your scene partners, you'll discover a lot of stuff that you can't get just by memorizing the script.
Right.
If you have a scene with someone and you memorize the script and you show up on the day, it's great. But if you've run it together, you make new discoveries in rehearsal that you can't make by yourself.
Absolutely. Would you say that that's also how you memorize, just repeating and reading through?
Yeah, I memorizing is one of the challenging parts of being an actor. But
I know.
I do a lot of different things. You know, I do repetition. I do the technique where you write down the first letter on the page. Um, I do a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff for me that works best is like call and repeat. So I'll record my lines and my co-actor's lines. So then I could do that by myself, and then when we get together, I'm close to being off book.
A little bit more prepared.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting art, isn't it? The art of acting.
Yeah. It looks easy, but it's a lot.
People don't understand how hard it actually is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
one thing is you can memorize a speech, but when you're on set, you don't have a prompter to look at. You just, I mean, if you, like in some shows where you can like have it here on your hand, but
Yeah.
other than that,
Yeah, I mean, all you can do too is prepare the best you can. You can put your costume together, you can do your bio, listen to music from the time period. But, once you get there on the day, you just got to let go and see what happens.
exactly. Let the character be the character.
Correct, yes.
And so, anything else that you've experienced working with Katrina that perhaps you haven't experienced in other projects that maybe you take away with you?
No, it was just a pretty smooth, effortless, easygoing process. And I like that, when you're creating, the last thing you want is friction or disagreement or disappointment, so it's easy. It's great when it's fluid and it's easy.
When you were approached with the script, what were your thoughts?
I like the script. I think more so that interests me with collaborating was the professionalism, and the writer and the director. That's more appealing to me, so I
Okay.
can I see it different, I know it's art, but then again, I kind of see it like it's work too, so
Right.
I want to work with good people.
That leads the way for you in deciding what projects you take on.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. At least now, I mean, the story trumps everything too. The story is important, but also, because you can film the greatest movie, but there's a lot of aspects that come together with it, marketing and promotion, and and then also the casting, putting all the right people together, because you can have somebody just because they look the part, they don't really deliver to
Exactly.
the audience, and you never know what the audience is gonna like. Sometimes you can try to guess your best, but it's unpredictable.
Right. And the audience's job is just to feel. That's our job as a viewer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it. It was a great time, and yeah, I had a good time working with everyone. So hopefully I see them again in the future.
Olivia, this ain't the life. This isn't the life for you.
And what's next for David Baptiste?
Right now I'm just studying acting and waiting out the strike, and yeah, that's it. Just staying busy.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. David, thank you. It was a pleasure.